What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today in today's video we're going to be doing a high ball taper, number 2 on the top with the grain. It's going to be a little bit of waves that we're going to be messing with today, so thank you for clicking on this video. For one, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, join the team, like the video, hit the notification bell. Got more content coming. We just hit 1530 subscribers, so we're headed for that 2K, and at 2K, I will be giving away something special, something that barbers can use on the daily. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I'm giving away. So if you're a barber, you should have heard of Tune 45 at this point in your career. They are a company that is completely changing the game. So I thought, you know, at 2K it'd be awesome, be pretty dope to go ahead and bless somebody with a dope power mat by Tune 45. So that's what we got here. So that is what we're giving away, and I will be doing the giveaway at 2,000 subscribers. There'll be more information to come, so like I said, turn the notification bell on. Stay locked in, stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram at @jblends_. Go like some pictures, go blow up the notifications. But without further ado, let's get straight to the video.
Look, I just flipped the switch.
What's good, YouTube? Back in here with this tutorial. We're gonna be doing a HIghTaper today. So right now I'm taking a comb. It's a wide tooth comb. The wide tooth side of the comb, the specific comb I was using, just putting the hair, laying it down, directionalizing it where it needs to lay. Then we're gonna go over it with a number 2 guard. So as you can see up here, we have the guard guide over here in the right hand corner. Just there to help you guys out, help you follow along with the haircut. So got the lever closed. We're going with the grain, just riding it from the crown to the front. And then after we do that, we're gonna go ahead and start our neck taper. So at this point, I'm gonna be making my bald line, lever closed using my Babyliss Gold FX. So I'm really enjoying these clippers. They're new to me. Haven't hopped on that Babyliss bandwagon till now, so I'm really enjoying them. Effortlessly put out fades. The only thing that I don't really like is that it doesn't eat bulk the way I want it to, but we can get over that. But as you see here, got the lever open, making our first panel of hair to start fading up. And once we have that panel of hair created, we're gonna go ahead and use close the lever, slightly open it, fade up, and just etch away at that line. We're just gonna repeat that process all the way up the fade. And the thing I like about the lever on this one is that the lever doesn't, I would say it locks into place where your lever's at, unlike the walls where there's no notches or anything like that, so you don't feel where your lever's going next. So that was something that, you know, I like. You know, it helps me to just remember how many clicks I'm going up or this or that. So just another tool to keep me in the process. So after we do that lever play with the no guard, we're gonna go ahead and take our half guard lever open and make our next panel of hair to cut. Now these magnetic guards, they're standing the test of time. So I'm really enjoying them, and I like the fact that I could use the wall guards on the Babyliss clipper, so that's pretty dope. But right now we're lever playing, slightly open the lever, fading up, just etching away at that line. And as you can see, his hair he's got some really good hair. It fades very well, and once we get the taper completed, you'll see how blurry it is, and it just really holds the fade well. And I'm extending this blend on the neck because I want to be able to see the gradiency in the fade. I want to be able to see that transition from light to dark, and that's why I'm spreading the blend as high as I am. It's very crucial to me to see that gradiency in the fade, because I feel like that's what makes a fade, is to be able to see it. You know, some people's hair is so light, and so it's really hard to fade. But my client here, his hair is, you know, he's got some really good hair. But we have the lever open, number 1 guard on there, and we're just gonna make another panel of hair to etch away at. You want to make sure that as you're fading, that you're combing down and making sure that hair is laying down where it needs to lay at, because you don't want the hair to be laying, you know, combed over to the left or the right if it's supposed to be laying straight down, because you're not going to be able to go against the grain with your clipper to make sure that it's faded properly. So just pay attention to little things like that. That is crucial when you're fading, is to brush or comb the hair back down where it needs to lay, so you can take that blade and go against the grain. Now this the edge up portion on this specific client is what I do have a difficult time with, but we knock it out. But we'll get to that later on in the video. But now I got that 1.5 guard lever open. We're creating another panel of hair to fade up. I really enjoy wavers. You know, I have a lot of wavers, so doing wave cuts and tapers is just something that, you know, I really take pride in, because that I wish I could get more wave clients, but you know, we'll eventually get there. You know, a lot of people in the area I live at, they're not really waving as much as like bigger cities and stuff. A lot of the kids around here are just growing out their hair or dreading it up or curl sponging. So to get wavers is a nice change of pace for me, and it's something that I enjoy doing. But we took that 1.5 guard, we closed it, lever played, and I couldn't get this area out. So you see me knocking away at that line right there. I had to revert back to my number 1 guard to detail that area, because I wasn't getting the blend that I wanted. So anytime you see a dark spot or a spot that's not blended, you could always revert back to the previous guard that you used and just flick away at that line until you get it out. Now we have that number 2 guard lever open. We just create another panel of hair to fade up into, and this number 2 is gonna fade up into that 2 with the grain that we did all around the head. So right now I'm just lever playing and just flicking up into that hair with the 2 with the guard. I'm sorry, the 2 with the grain that we did at the very beginning of the video. Now, as you can see here, I'm not digging into the hair. I'm kind of riding it out, just making sure that we don't create more lines than we need to. So that's something that you want to do, is like, if you have a number 2 with the grain all around the head, you're gonna fade with that number 2 into that with the grain when you're doing your tapers. So now I have a clip over comb, and I'm just detailing, getting little spots out that I see that are still darker than other spots in the hair. And I just want to make sure that I'm staying consistent, giving my clients the best possible service that they can get, and making sure I take time to see all the little things, because little things are what are gonna make or break you as a barber. So just make sure that you're paying attention to the little things, because those things make a big difference to clients, make a big difference to who's going to be in your chair next, and makes a big difference to your pocket. So right now we got the Slimline Pro Allies, and we're just knocking away at that edge up on the nape area. I'm going to go ahead and do the left side and the right side while I'm doing the nape tape. So after I use the Slimline Pro Allies, I always like to clean up with the shaver to make sure that we get that area completely bald, because that is going to give you that more drastic transition, that more sharpness to your edge up, is to make sure that you completely clean it up and make sure that it's balded out. And that's what we're gonna knock out right after this portion right here. But as you can see, that nape tape is coming out blurry, and that's what we want right there. We want to be able to see that gradient, see that transition from light to dark, like I said. And it just came out very icy. So I'm very satisfied with that blend right there. So after we knock out this edge up, we're gonna go ahead and get to the side that's temple taper and start knocking that out. Now, when I was recording in this video, I time-lapsed the opposite side from this side, but it didn't record. Something happened, so I lost that footage. But we're gonna go step by step on this side, and that's pretty much all you need to see, because we did the same exact thing we did on this side on the opposite side. So as you can see, got to twist that mask strap around his ear. Gives you more room to work right there on that sideburn area. So I took my Babyliss and I made my initial bald line, and I'm cleaning it up with the Slimline Pro Allies, and I'm flicking up towards the top where the bald line is at. As you can see, I'm not digging. I'm just using that corner and just flicking away right there to make sure that we have a smooth transition. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take my shaver and I'm gonna flick motion to make sure we can get that area at the very bottom of the sideburn balded out. Now you wanna make sure that you're not pressing hard on the shaver or digging, because you're gonna create lines that you don't wanna make. So make sure that you're staying on top of that, and make sure you're doing the right things, following the right procedures. Now we're gonna go ahead and take that Babyliss, lever open, create our first panel of hair. And as you can see, I'm using literally like the first 3, 4, 5 teeth of the Babyliss, and just etching away, not digging. We're just gonna, it's all in the motion of your wrist. Just make sure you're not digging, and just using those corners and just detailing that taper. It's not a large area to fade out, so that's the reason why we're just only using a few portions of the teeth. But we're lever playing and we're knocking that out, and as you can see, like, it's just like erasing that line. It's just getting it blended right out. And I always do a little detail. As a barber, you're always gonna see things that most people don't see. You're always your worst critic, so I'm always detailing to knock out any little bit that I see that is out of place, or that's darker, or something that just sticks out to me. I want to take care of it ASAP, right on the spot. So that's what we're doing right here, detailing and just messing with that lever. Now the next thing we're gonna do is gonna take our half guard, and we're gonna lever open. Like I said, it's just the first few blades of the teeth, and just knocking it out, getting that panel of hair ready to blend out. Like I said, this client's edge up, as you can see right there, he's got a lot of overhang, so that's the portion that gets a little bit difficult for me, because I don't want to push him back too much, but I don't want there to be like drastic overhang. So it's just very crucial on how we attack that edge up. But we get it done in this video, we knock it out, so we'll get to that, like I said, later on in the video. But we have that half guard, and we're just lever playing and etching away at that line, getting that temple taper knocked out. Now we have the one guard, lever open. We're gonna go ahead and just start continue fading up. It's coming out super blurry, and that's one thing I really enjoy, is when a client has like great hair to fade. I mean, because a lot of times in the shop you're gonna have those clients that don't have the desirable hair. They're not all the Instagram ready Instagram ready haircuts that you can go post and stuff like that. A lot of times those are the type of clients that we see. But when you get a good client that has good hair to really maximize your potential to promote yourself, always take advantage of that, and put that work out there. People love to see good work, and people are visual people, so make sure that you are promoting yourself with those great haircuts that you have. But right now we have the 1.5 guard, just flicking away and lever playing, just getting that area knocked out. And like I said, we did the number 2 with the grain all the way around, so we got that number 2 lever open, and this is as far as we're gonna go with our guards. I don't really use anything above a 2 guard. I like to clip over comb or show over comb anything above a 2 guard. So we're just lever playing, like I said, just etching away, just getting stuff cleaned up, detailed, using those corners just to detail. So when you're using the corner of your blade, you're basically point cutting like you would with shears, and that's what that is right there. So I see some darker areas right there behind the ear, so I have my 1.5 guard, and we're going with the grain with the 1.5, just to soften up that area, to take a little bit of weight off of there and make sure that everything blends smoothly and everything just flows together. That's the biggest thing with haircuts, is that you want to make sure that your haircuts flow. A lot of times, I've seen haircuts that just seem out of place. There's too much bulk, or there's too much overhang, or the edge up is like pushed back or forced. So just make sure that you're just trying to make everything look like it needs to be there, or make sure that nothing seems out of place, because when you mess up on a haircut, any little thing can stick out like a sore thumb. So just make sure that you're paying attention to all those things. And we're just edging up around the ear right here, knocking it out with the Anti-Slip Pro Alize. And right after I do this, I'm gonna go over it with the Pro Foil shaver and make sure that we get that completely balded out. And try to add, using that shaver around the ear, and it really adds a pop to your haircuts. It makes those edge ups pop a lot more. But now I'm adding hair spritz, because we're gonna throw on some hair fibers, because there's a little bit of light areas in his edge up, as you can see here. So I'm just applying the hair fibers, and I overspray the edge up and get it, you know, on the forehead as well, because we can edge up that portion and get it all clipped away, and use the razor to clean up that area. So if you're overspraying, don't worry about it, because you can always clean it up with your edges or your razor, like I'll show you in this video. So to attack this edge up, we're gonna go ahead and make our first line at the very center. And I do this because, you know, I like to connect the dots. So we make our first, you know, cut in the middle, and then we make another cut on the left side, and we bridge that area together, and that just helps you to, you know, maintain some symmetry on the left side and the right side. So connect the dots is the best way I could explain it, you know. So you can see how crispy it's coming out. The hair fibers were coming off with the Slimline Pro Allies, and then I do go back and clean it up with the razor as well. So just make sure that you're paying attention and just being very detailed with the edge up. I feel like the edge up is like one of the most crucial parts of a haircut. You know, the best way I could describe it is a haircut is like a photo that you've taken. You know, that's, you know, just a fade, no edge up. That's the photo. Now, once you put a frame on that photo, once you know, put an edge up on that haircut, you know, it really brings out and just brings everything together. You get that masterpiece that you're looking for. So now I'm using that 245 triple cartridge razor and just cleaning that area up, making it super crispy. The haircut is coming out great, and as you can see here, that those tapers are nice and blurry, super icy. So I'm very pleased with this haircut. It's one of my favorite haircuts to do. I hope you got something out of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're not following the channel, hit that subscribe button. Don't sleep. We're putting out more content, doing the 2K giveaway, the 245 power mat. But there's the haircut, HIghTaper, waves on the top, just super icy. I appreciate everybody for clicking on this video. Appreciate you for sticking through. And I am looking at doing a Q&A video, so if you got questions you want to throw at me, I will be doing a Q&A, so shoot them at me, DM me on Instagram, or shoot them down in the comments below. Give me some feedback. Once again, appreciate everybody for watching the video. God bless.